Okay, so here in the video, you see me, I'm going to use the pressure collar here a little bit first. Now, right away, Codden kind of sees those treats. Now here, I want to just stay in position, so I'll bring them around here a little bit. Now here, the exercise is just to get them to relax. Now again, there's more pressure on them here because, you know, there's things here that normally, okay, they want to have control over. Okay, so again, when you first do this exercise, you want them just like this at first, in sit positions, and then we're working some downs with these things right here. So you see the treats are right here, the toys right over here next to Koda, and for Codden, the treats are there. Now the treats for her, those can be triggers. Okay, so for example, if a dog has a lot of control, this is the thing to understand, over something like treats, they get very turfy. So I move her away from here a little bit. So I bring her around here again. Get her to come forward. They get very turfy. Now here you see her kicking up. She's actually not liking this exercise a whole lot. This put pressure on her. Okay? See how she's not liking this? Because here's the thing. She's losing control. Okay? So here what you'll see is dogs, this is why right here I'm doing this to put expectation higher, okay? Based off of what I've already established. But here what you'll get from dogs, if they've had a lot of control over certain things, they don't want to be brought to lose that control this way. So they'll start to resist that, okay? And again, this is where this needs to be like this. This is the picture of this controlled exercise. Down. Down. This needs to be a controlled exercise, okay, so that I can start to affect change. Now, same thing here, especially say with Codden. You know, I'll look at Codden and say, well, Codden is a little bit more stress on her, okay, and a lot of times this is because of the issue about the treats, because a lot of times that will build up a lot of control issues, and so when you look at this situation, you want to look at the relaxation level of the dog. Okay, so here, for example, if I look at this situation and say, well, Koda's pretty relaxed, okay? I mean, he's hanging out. Codden, however, the treats could be a huge trigger, okay, for her because of the level of control over that one thing. Now, don't get me wrong, that's everything that comes off a tree is kind of bad fruit, and that's why you have to look at it. But what will happen is, especially say over a lot of investment, could be through the dog owner, they put a lot of emotion on certain things, and there's a lot, and that will actually connect that way, and it'll represent a lot of control, believe it or not, through the owner, through treats, and then kaboom, something will happen. Something bad can happen within the parameters as the dog is near that object, and someone goes by or another dog or whatever, and the dog will lash out because they have so much control. That will trigger, that becomes a trigger. So this is where here you can do a lot of work on this. So here, she's standing in a down position. I'm going to bring her up to the sit again. Going to move her back into this. See how she's not liking this, right? So here, this is where I can work more directly with her too. If I look at Koda and say, well, he's pretty good. I mean, he's all right over there. He's hanging out. I'll look at her and say, okay, this is more of a challenge for her. Down. So this is where I can kind of, but again, I'm projecting, control still over there. He knows it. He knows, okay, Dale wants me to stay where I'm at. I'll work her over here. So what I'll do with her is I'll do multiple sits and downs, okay, to to speak some language, okay, a little bit more intensive through the method, down near this object. And I'll bring them out here a little bit too. See how I'm bringing those forward? Treats are right there. And this is a picture, I have control over everything. Okay, it's not unreasonable either. The toy's over there, the treats are here, and both dogs are, are in good, not just physical position, but mental position. Okay, so it's mind and body. Not just about the position, it's about the state of mind of the dog. So when I'm assessing, okay, as I'm bringing even Codden up and down, I can assess her tension level, her level of relaxation as I'm doing this little exercise. Now here's the thing, is this exercise, this can happen right here, there's my chair, watching television. So I want to do this, say, for 2 or 3 minutes, okay, and then, I can hang out and watch TV. So the first, say, part of my normal interaction would be a couple minutes like this, and then I'll watch the rest of my hour of television with the dogs just hanging out here. But I need to kind of speak some language at first, turn this into a more intensive exercise. You can see now, Codden's starting to relax out a little bit. Okay, just say, hey, that's fine. I move around here. Like this, treats are there. But, and it's funny too, because what'll happen is you watch a dog that has control issues over something, they'll start to turn away from that which they're losing control over. Okay, they know what you're doing. They don't want that bridge being built. So that's just why you have to be intentional with getting her to deal with it. Okay, through me. So I'll do like the method, the down position right here, the treats out, a little more intensive. Okay, so this is just, in fact, during this exercise, she doesn't get the treats. Okay, understand when you do this exercise, these treats are just, it's not a reward base. It's not like, okay, this is great, here's the treats, because you want to make sure the motives clean up first. The control issues are, are extinguished. Okay, which means that I'm not going to, allow the treats to enter this equation that way. Okay, this is a relational changing exercise. With me, I have to be in the equation. I have to take the lead role here. So you don't want to add the food in that way. Okay, the food has to become a trigger. The control issues, okay, and it's fading me out. It fade the owners out. Or it could be with the toy. It could be anything. But so here I have to fade in. It's so different with another dog. I have to be the equation. The method speaks the language to bring me into that equation. Okay, so this is about understanding how these things come together. So same thing. I'll do another couple little things. I stand up. She's relaxing out. And here's the same thing. I can move around here. I should be able to move around the living room area with the treats or whatever out, and I have control. This is where too the commands start to have more as I start to script this way with the method speaking the language. Then my language, okay, my verbal commands become more meaningful. That's the thing about commands. Okay, understand that it's about what's reasonable. It's about them knowing the intent of what I'm doing through the method, because I'm not. How the influence is manifesting. Okay, they know what I'm doing. Okay, through the positions, phase me in, and then when I say a certain command, okay, I can say that it's going to have more value. But I'll start to speak language, so as I'm asserting influence, as I'm speaking the language of the method, then I can start to say the verbal command, but the method has to take priority. It's got to be the quarterback, so to speak. It's got to be the front in order for the verbal language, because again, it's mind and body, it's the whole person. So again, here's the picture of what this looks like. They're good because they come into agreement with me being in the position. I'm fading in a big way, and so this makes sense to them. So we got the treats out, I got the Kong and the toy out. Now here's the thing. I can start to play with the toy or Kong okay, start to interact with the ball or whatever the toy is, but it has to be you have to be still speaking some of this language, okay? It's got to be, say for the pong or toy, got to be a little bit unleashed, a little push and pull. I'll throw the toy out a little bit. Might have a longer line and then bring the dog back in, do the push and pull, have them drop it. You have to make sure there's connection happening that way. Okay, the treat issue of treats, understand treats is more about making me feel good, the human, than anything else. People will use treats to try to get the dog to do things, and that can be a problem because oftentimes there's control issues that will result. The dog needs to do things because I'm in the right leadership role, okay, and I have control, and it's about what's reasonable. Okay, just again, you have to be able to piece this together. This is about nature. So anyway, this gives you a good picture again of how this looks, this exercise, just speaking language, getting them to settle down, having these things out. And then after you do this for a while, once you assess the level of relaxation, where it's like, okay, she's starting to really balance out, relax out really well, then the muzzles can come off. Okay, but during the first part of this exercise, I'm going to keep the muzzles on for a little bit. It might be for a week or so until I see, okay, they're really good. I know that everything else is lining up properly, and I'm not going to have anything bad happen.